What's good, world? Coming to you live and direct and hitting the chest like a shot of straight jack. This is No Chasing with Petey Mac. Let's get it. Hey, what's up, y'all? This your country cousin, Pete McCorvey, a.k.a. Petey Mac. This episode, I did something a little different. You know, kind of had a roundtable discussions with some comedians that were on the show that I did Friday in Irmo, South Carolina. So y'all kick back, relax, and enjoy this special treat for what is my 10th episode of No Chase with Petey Mac. Something different. Y'all enjoy it. What's up, everybody? This is your country cousin, Pete McCorvey, a.k.a. Petey Mac, man. You hear the ambient noise going on in the back. I'm actually in a nice little bar / restaurant / hole in the wall / where you go to hook up with the random broad you met at work and you lied to her, told her it was a great spot, but it don't matter. You still gonna get the panties anyway. And I'm joined by it's called the Sandbars in Irmo, South Carolina, which is a suburb of. Can you say it's a suburb of Columbia?
Sure.
Yeah. And I'm joined with I'm here at the comedy show here at the Sandbar, and it's hosted by extraordinary comedian I met named Donovan Stroud. He's actually here. Donovan, speak to the people.
Hey, this is Donovan.
You sound like somebody on NPR right there, man. If a white guy if they had a white guy that would do like the Quiet Storm, that's just how you sound right there. And also we got
Justin Blackburn.
How y'all gentlemen doing tonight, man?
Doing amazing. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. Just got off the road, so I'm a little late. I tried to be here earlier. I mean, what happened because we were supposed to be doing this joint, Donovan. So what happened? What ended up happening
with the joint podcast?
Because I remember you asked me the podcast. I was gonna record and I was gonna kind of try to.
Well, with the name that I gave my podcast, I feel like it's going to be called "Don't Go Postal" with Donovan Stroud.
Okay.
I want it to be about like staying sane. Because mail carriers went postal. I'm a mail carrier for the postal service.
Oh, you really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I need to talk to you.
That's a good idea.
Well, I definitely need to talk to you because, I don't really want to be in the military forever and a day, and, I want to switch over that federal stuff.
It's a perfect transition from any branch of the military to the postal service.
Okay, that's what's up.
You automatically get extra points on your like quizzes to get hired. So.
Okay, that's what I was hearing. Justin, is that what you do too, as well?
No,
what do
I
do?
do life coaching and I write books.
Okay, well, y'all see a whole. You write more than book. You got a whole little library over here, man.
They're all the same book. It's
the
Bisexual Christian Suburban Failure and Lightning Bipolar Blues. It's a novel.
You know what? So, can you give us a little synopsis of what goes on in the novel?
Yeah, it's just about this kid who was born in a small conservative town in Alabama.
Okay.
And he's in a lot of worlds, in like Christianity worlds, they want you to worship Jesus, but they don't want you to embody Jesus.
Yeah.
So he's kind of embodying Jesus' principles. So they think he's crazy, but really he's just a really good person. Okay. But they hate him because he wants to be like Jesus.
Well, that's kind of like what Jesus kind of stood for. He did great things, but
Jesus did great things, and the guy loves Jesus, but people don't think he's crazy because he's not the typical person that just kind of shuts up and does what they want him to do.
So, what made you want to sit in Alabama? I mean, just all places.
I'm from Greer, South Carolina.
Yeah.
So I made it in Greer, Alabama. Y'all want to do this outside?
They're about to turn it down.
Yeah, so if y'all hear that, it's we live on location, so we got to do what we got to do, y'all.
There is, patrons at this bar that need to be pleased, that come in here and expect to get hammered and enjoy some.
And this is South Carolina, so the country music you heard.
That was good. You can go a little bit higher. You can go a little bit higher.
Yeah, you got to turn it all the way down. We won't.
Yeah, Alabama's kind of a shitty place, right? So I'm trying to go. It's also about transcending trauma. A lot of people get a lot of trauma growing up, and when you're raised to be a certain way and you're told to be this, and but that's not who you are, and then they try to keep you to be that person, and it fucks with you.
Oh yeah.
So there's a lot of shit going on in this book.
I understand. Understandable.
Yeah.
I feel like that would add to the guy's, like, as he tries to embody Jesus, that would give him a big ego, correct? Kind of like an ego.
No, it's not really. It's not an egoic thing. So there's a thing about being an ego where you're like, I'm better than everyone.
Yeah.
But then there's an ego where you're just like, you're a divine being, right?
Yeah.
So we're all connected to God, right? Does God have an ego? Is God like I?
Well, some people say, I've had some people that I know, a guy I work with, he told me he felt like the guy was kind of a big douchebag because like some of the biblical stuff he did, like the plagues in Egypt and, the flood where he wiped out everybody.
That guy's kind of a douchebag, yeah.
I mean, I don't even feel that way, man. But I can understand how somebody could see that, like.
Well, I mean, the Old Testament God's pretty crazy.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, could you imagine, like, if God was to go in a bar and he'd be like, "Hey, how you doing? So I ruined the world with a flood. Yeah, I did that."
He would know that they know what he did.
Yeah.
Like he would know, like everyone knows my secret type stuff.
Yeah.
And Jesus probably knows that he was Jesus. I think he.
But could you imagine Jesus with a 21st century type attitude, like a millennial attitude? Like, well, my dad owns all of this. No, I'm not joking. My dad really owns all this. He made all this stuff. All of this is.
Oh, he'd be spoiled, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, you want to do this? My dad can make a plague. Frogs will be here, right now.
Don't make me call him.
Yeah, don't make me call, because I will.
That would be like, white suburban Jesus would probably do that.
Yeah, well,
college bro Jesus.
Well, if you looked at the pictures of Jesus, I mean,
he wasn't white.
The pictures that they started trying to push on the side of Jesus did look like he'd be a Chad. I mean, long hair with a beard. He would look like he'd be a Chad.
But that's white.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's the images they push, because you know what I'm
white
saying?
supremacy.
Yeah. So Donald, so you Justin, you comedian too, or you just?
Yeah, I'm doing that show.
Okay, you doing show. I just wanted to make sure. So I'm gonna go to Donovan. He's the host of the show. So, what made you want to get into comedy? What just was the side effect saying, this is what I'm going to do, bro?
My wife took me to an open mic.
Okay.
And I wanted to get up that night, but she was like, write something, take a week.
Okay.
And went up next week, and pretty much every week since then I've taken breaks, but I've taken like 2 weeks of a break.
Well, you gotta do that periodically. A friend of mine, he's actually on one of the previous episodes of No Chaser with Petey Mac. Was an old roommate of mine named Sonny Gillespie. He actually told me that because he's actually related to the Dizzy Gillespie. It's a distant cousin of his.
Oh wow!
So yeah, that's how you got that name. Because his real name is Steve Roberts. Not where the hell you get Sonny Gillespie from?
Can we add one more?
Yeah, you can add one more person.
I mean, we can add whoever, but I just want to make these people. All right, so I only told y'all about the podcast.
Yeah.
And I was just gonna deal with the repercussions of not telling the other people, but now I feel guilty and I want to invite them.
Feel guilty.
Okay, well, we're just on the cup. We can add some more people.
For what? You don't have to feel guilty.
No, you're not. This is No Chaser, baby. We don't feel guilty about nothing on No Chaser.
Yeah, we're good, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. I needed that.
Yeah. So we don't feel no. So is you want to add other acts on here, or what's going on?
I mean, all right.
I mean, if you want to come
I
in,
didn't mean to interrupt the whole thing.
Oh no,
I'm so sorry.
no, this is.
He'll cut this out.
Yeah, I cut it out because I'm not gonna put this on there tonight. If I might just let it roll, fuck it, who cares? I mean, I don't care.
I have that
He's
same
getting
problem.
real.
I've recorded some podcasts with like Sauce Got Jokes, this comedian that I was roommates with. A couple of them, and I'm apologizing to them because I haven't released it. I don't know how to release it. They're just gone in the wind.
Hey man, that's why I'm on this Anchor right here. Anchor, you can just record right on it. I mean, you hit publish and it sends it out to a bunch of stuff. Spotify being one of them. This is on Spotify. So Anchor, you got your plug. I gave you a little shameless plug, so you know.
Get this man some advertisement money.
Buy my book, The Bisexual Christian Suburban Failure and Lightning Bipolar Blues.
I mean, the name itself is just.
Yeah, a lot of people will buy it just because of the name.
I mean, the name is there. So you said, Donovan. So before that, you never had no ambitions of doing comedy at all.
No, I had been to like one comedy show before, and I didn't I wasn't really aware enough. Hey,
You guys comics too?
Yeah, we comics too. Hey man, why don't you get on?
Nice to meet you.
You can get on it too. Got another comic just came in doing a podcast. I'm Petey Mac. I'm one of the comics on here right now. You want to tell the people who you are, bro?
My name's Grant Janik. I'm a full-time stand-up comic and comedy writer. I also perform improv all around the country as well.
Okay.
And I'm 19, so
Okay.
that's
Shit, I wish I'd have known did this at 19, so full time, so like you eat off of this. Like,
Yes, yeah.
Like, oh, so who have you written for? You say you're writing all that?
Bloomberg?
You say Bloomberg? If I wrote for Bloomberg, I would not be financially
Hey,
supporting myself.
let me tell you something. If I wrote for Bloomberg, I wouldn't be by you because we all know his policy on searching. Stopping frisk and all that shit. So and that didn't benefit me.
Yeah.
Because if y'all don't know, I'm the only African American talking right now. The other three men are of Caucasian descent. So we all know how Bloomberg. He actually got video of Bloomberg saying that was where all the crime was in New York City. Was in the black, Hispanic communities.
Yeah, Bloomberg's a fucking racist.
Which
I hate
is,
that
you know,
dude.
he's not wrong.
I don't even know because I'm kind of that is Dylan Stroud's own thoughts that do not reflect this podcast.
Right, it's Dylan Stroud, like he said, Dylan Stroud. That is the name you just said.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
definitely me.
Yeah.
Vote for Bernie.
That's Donald.
That's who I want to win.
Well, I say Dylan. I'm sorry, bro. It's been a long ride.
Whoever wins the primary.
An
That's I'm voting for
I
whoever
know.
wins the primary at this point.
Yeah, I don't really like Joe Biden either, but I guess I'd vote for him.
But I gotta kind of stay up out of this. You know, I'm in the military, so I ain't got a dog in this fight, bro.
Yeah, you got
Tulsi.
yeah.
I saw driving here. I saw they saw a poster for her campaign up on
Billboard.
A billboard, yeah.
Where you
Do you know
from?
the big sign? North Carolina, Raleigh.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he came a lot further than your 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, I got far. I go back tonight too. I make the whole drive back again.
Make sure you drink some coffee.
Coffee. Well, I got tea.
Eat some souls.
Eat some souls. That's the plan.
So like these, like
That's cool. How long you been doing the
that's
comedy?
weird, bro.
Probably about like 2 or 3 years. So
I'm just saying, he looks like a vampire.
2 or 3 years, you
Yeah,
already
vampire.
dashing the tour and all that. Like, so you said you were 17 when you started. So how was
Yeah.
you able to get into clubs and all that? Because I've wondered about like comedians who are minors who get started. How
we
do you-
sneak in. We absolutely sneak
Well, I mean,
in.
how do you sneak out and go under the radar? Because you clearly got to be on stage
Yeah.
under the damn spotlight. So
Just the Raleigh scene, it's a really supportive scene.
Okay.
And there's like other mics that are just like in dive bars and stuff that don't have like age limits.
Yeah.
So I made connections through that. And then there's a place called Good Nights up there, and
Okay.
they just get me in there. So
Okay.
and then I'd watch the shows as well if I wasn't there. Just
So
to
you know
like,
Caroline Smith.
yeah. I don't like know her personally, but like I know of her.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not like I've heard some cases like you have to have your parents come in, you do your set, and then they kick you the fuck out. So there's nothing like that up there that they do.
I mean, like, they'll still kick you out, you know, if
Oh.
they find out. But like,
Oh,
it's like more of like a don't ask, don't tell thing, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Kind of like being gay in the army.
yeah. Well, they got rid of that. They been repelled that. Trust me, I've had a bunch of supervisors that was gay. Actually, they were better than their straight counterparts. Honestly, they really were. I've had a couple supervisors that was gay in the Navy, and I'd rather work with them than their straight counterparts.
What do you think on the military?
What do I think about the military?
Yeah, just I'm talking to Justin about Justin.
I mean, a lot of stuff. What's like a specific
I just
question?
want to hear your overall take on the military.
I mean, there's a lot I would have to say. I mean, I don't know what like.
they're there,
Whatever
you know?
Can I have can I have like a specific question? Like,
Do you feel like they're important?
do I think the military is important? I mean, in this world, yeah. And we think it's important, so yeah, it's important. Like the world thinks it's important.
I gotta think it's important. That's my paycheck, man. So I mean,
Yeah.
I can't say no. I mean, like hell,
I mean, it's
that's how I
where we
get
are.
paid. That's how I eat. That's how I was able to get gas in my car to drive up here from Augusta. So I gotta think they're important, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the military does its things. My girlfriend's little brother was kind of like this video game, didn't know what he was gonna do, kind of feminine kind of dude that didn't really know how to speak his truth and shit.
Yeah.
Not putting the dude down, but then he went to the military and he seems to be a more adjusted human being. It gives a lot of people purpose. That's good.
Yeah.
Purpose is always nice to be fine. Plus, they pay you afterwards. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's the best part about it.
I do think that they maybe don't do the best keeping up with people. Like, I think once you've fought in wars, I feel like you should get paid for the rest of your life.
But that's not that's veteran fast. I mean, so that ain't really that's people who you deal with outside. I mean,
but I feel like that should be the military's job to take care of people. I mean, they should do a better job of that.
I mean, I have a feeling from people I know that's retired or people that's out, I think there's a lot of people who served who agree with your sentiment that you just made. Because there's a lot of people. Because that's what I mean. My thing is, I don't understand how you tell somebody, hey, this is what you're entitled to. This is what we told you we're going to give you. And then once you like, hey, about this, you told me, I get, oh, well, you know, you got to do this, and you got to do that, and you got to do. I'm like, wait a minute, time the fuck out. You told me if I did this X, Y, and Z, I was supposed to get A, B, C. Why is that not happening? So,
exactly. No, I agree with that.
That's something I kind of.
Oh, I got a sad story. My bro, he did the military for a while. He's a comic up in Raleigh, and he did his time, and he came back, and they paid him. And this is around the time that like Tesla was starting to be a company.
Oh, okay.
But they were like not investing in like transportation and stuff. It was more like just sustainable energy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like the shares were really down, and so it was like $1 per share. And he bought 1,000 shares just out of $1. Just they gave him $1,000.
$1,000.
Yeah, and then he basically went to $2 a share. So he just bought out all of his money back. But if he had kept all of it, he would be like a multi-millionaire right now.
So you're telling us the story, and it's sad because he failed.
He failed. Oh yeah, he failed. Yes.
Yeah.
But like, you know, if you see the stocks going up like that high that quickly, you know, why not just stay in, you know?
Well, I mean, it's just like, it probably might be like the same story with them people who saw Amazon back in the 90s, this shit'll never take off.
Yeah.
You got it's an online garage sale.
Oh, yeah.
Any of that shit.
An online garage sale, that'll never take off.
Or the publishers that didn't believe in the bisexual Christian suburban failure and lightning bipolar blues.
Publishers?
No, I'm saying the publishers that didn't believe that, they're like, oh, we missed out on this.
Yeah, same thing.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I appreciate
that was
that.
product placement.
That's
I
true.
like it.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that scene on Rain's
People are really
World.
upset about that.
Remember that scene on Rain's World when Wayne and Dirk, Garth, not Dirk, I don't know where I got Dirk from. Garth was sitting there shitting on fucking product placement, but everything was like blatant product placement. Matter of fact, Mike Myers Wayne looked at the damn camera. Was it Pepsi or it was Pepsi? He looked with a Pepsi, just looked dead at the camera. So that's what they remind me of. I love it.
It's like, I wish we could get a Pizza Hut sponsor and then pulls it out.
Yeah, I just looked at the camera like.
It's like we tried to get in contact with these ad people. They didn't want us.
Yeah, I understand.
And then it cuts to the ad.
Yeah. So Justin, what made you want to get into comedy, bro?
Why do you ask them that?
I think it's a good question.
No, it's a good question. I want to know why everybody. I mean, because like
it leads you into conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like that's usually what a lot of people ask me. Why did I want to get into it? I'm like, well, shit. I tell people straight up. People told me I was funny. I never thought I was funny. I never was the class fucking clown. I was like Screech. I was like Screech from Saved by the Bell. I was in the in crowd, but I was like that offbeat guy. So
you were like the personality. That's what it was.
Yeah. So it's like. You know, I grew up in a small town in Mississippi, so it's football town. So, they're going to laugh at all the football players, joke if they be like, say the dumbest shit. Like, why did she cross the road and get those? That's funny. No, it's not. You just laugh because that motherfucker ran 2 touchdowns last night and 250 yards.
It's a clout laugh.
Yeah, it's a clout laugh. So, you know what I'm saying? I ended up getting into it because, like, a couple friends told me I was funny. Like, my college roommates and my college homeboy told me I was funny. I tried it and got a laugh, and I've been doing this in 2010. But I digress. I asked Justin why he wants to do it, so I was just...
I mean, it's just, I do, like, a lot of different creating. So I do, like, poetry, slam poetry.
Okay.
Write books, do music.
Okay.
So I just kind of love creating.
What type of music?
Just kind of like whatever, I guess. I'm putting out this album soon called Unlearning White America, and it's gonna have rap on it. It's gonna have hip hop.
You have some of the most intricate titles for your body's work.
Thanks, man.
He's an artist. You know?
I mean, yeah, that shows that you are dedicated. I mean, you like really sit down and think about what you construct.
Yeah.
Because that is a good ass title. I will buy that album off that title alone.
It's coming out soon.
Okay.
It's called Unlearning White America.
You're like if someone from Woodstock just tripped acid and died on a tree and got reincarnated, and it's just like, I want to try harder this life.
That's a
Damn,
really
what was
nice,
happening?
Really nice compliment. I appreciate that.
That is a good metaphor.
I did have a interesting. Y'all ever done a past life regression?
No, I don't even know what is that.
I know some of those words.
Okay.
I know regression
Basically-
is, but I don't know what past life.
A lot of people believe that we've had multiple lives. This
Yeah.
is their first life, right?
Yeah.
So you can like hire someone who can like kind of hypnotize you and take you into your
I've heard
past
about this.
life.
Yeah.
So I did that. And the person that I was in that past life was a very similar person to what you just said. It was interesting. Felt like I died in the 70s or in the 60s. I was a musician. I died of a drug overdose in the desert. That's what happened in the past life regression that I experienced.
So in your past life, did your past life person
I was a fucked up person.
Well, yeah, but was he like the precursor to what gave us Coachella? Because you said you was in the desert, and I feel like that his spirit was sacrificed to give us Coachella. Your spirit in your past life.
That's a good name too. That goes along with good name.
I don't think that is the case, but I'll take that.
Yeah, I feel like the way you
That's
said you
good.
passed out as a musician in the desert, I said that sound like
But
your spirit
an
was
interesting
sacrificed.
thing is like when the guy dies, when I'm going through it and he dies, I just kind of died and didn't care about that body anymore.
So,
like
So it was a past life of yourself, and you have like a newer version.
Yeah,
yeah,
How much did you pay for these people to do this?
it was probably like $80.
That's not bad.
that's not bad. I mean, 'cause shit, for that shit, I would think at least a couple hundred.
What percent of your or fraction of your soul did you have to give away to find out?
Nothing. Your
Okay.
soul expanded.
All right.
It's he gained something that they
Yeah,
didn't
you gained
lose.
something.
So what's
Besides
the
$80
catch? What's the
but-
catch? There's a catch.
There's no catch. It's just you want to learn about yourself because you are who you are.
No, I
I don't
don't.
think it need to be no catch if the person made $80. I don't think that's the catch right there. Like I tell
Does
you,
it,
$80.
like,
I hate
I'm
myself.
assuming it like only works for certain people, right? Because there's got to be people that are like, this doesn't work. I don't believe
I
in
mean, I
this,
do
you know?
like I said, I do life coaching.
Yeah.
So when I'm with someone who's like, "Fuck yeah, let's do this," the session
It's
goes
easier.
very
yeah.
easy.
You need to find people that are like willing to actually
Because
accept.
if you
know?
find somebody that doesn't, like I've had a couple clients before that have told me like, "Yo, shit's getting too real, I'm out." Like they've told, I mean they didn't tell me. I had to kind of get that out of them.
Yeah.
At first they were like, "Oh, da 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 da," and then we keep going. It's like, you know, a lot of people don't like to grow that much sometimes.
That's true.
Growth sucks.
Well, just
And it's scary because it's unfamiliar. People are scared.
change.
But it's really not when you
unfamiliar.
realize like everything is just love consciousness, right? So everything's just love. When you give that love to everything that you're growing into, nothing's scary.
But you gotta understand, some people don't know how to love because some people never experienced love
That's true.
themselves. So,
Right.
so when they get love, that's a foreign concept. I'm a prime example. Like when I'm dating a woman, I'm used to women just, some of them just like being real mean and nasty to me. So when I meet a woman that's kind of sweet, I'm like, who the fuck sent you?
Yeah, I see that.
Like, who sent you? What are you?
But the love
What is-
I'm talking about is the love within you.
No, yeah, I mean, I understand that, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying some people, a lot of people, they go off of what they get from other people,
Totally.
and then that.
well, it's like you give love,
That
and
fuel,
then in turn you'll
that
receive it.
fuel was them inside. I mean, that's just somehow.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's scary. I mean, I'm okay.
Hold on, Don. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing at this shit?
I'm validating your point too. It can be scary.
Yeah.
But when you realize it's actually everything that you're growing into is exactly what you want to become, it makes you only a better, happier person.
Yeah.
It's actually not scary. It's like, I can't wait to do
I'm gonna
this.
relate this because I've dealt with like mental health issues in my past as well, and I'm kind of relating to it because it's like when you're in that dark place, you know, where you're just like where you're at the edge literally, and you're just at rock bottom.
Yeah.
You want it, you don't want to be there, but it's just so hard to change and find love in yourself to move on.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
like looking back where I'm at now, I'm so glad that I did. You know,
Because it makes you a better
yes,
person.
I'm a significantly better person now. Like I love myself, and in turn, I can give love to others.
Respect.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, no, that's the real
That is
thing.
very
It's like when you like, that's how you grow.
Yeah.
And become a better person to everybody when you like you gain compassion and empathy.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many people that don't have that. That's why Mike Bloomberg exists. Because people like him don't have compassion. And you know, I think a lot of times when you don't have compassion, it's easy to make a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
You don't give a fuck who you're ripping off.
Because you on the chase just to make green. You know.
Yeah, you don't care these people are actually human beings.
Yeah, because nothing makes you stop. So you're just like, how much money can I get? How can I get it this quick? And how can I get it more of it? So it's just like boom, 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 boom.
And,
so
that's the world that used to be that we're changing. That was that world. You know, that was that world.
Yeah.
Shitty world.
It is a shitty world. It definitely is. So I've asked like pretty much everybody told me what made them get into. So who is some of you guys' biggest influences in this game? I'm gonna go with you, Donovan, first. Like who some any comedians you look up to?
Mark Normans, Andrew Schultz. It's all I'm really fucking with right now.
Okay.
They're just next level.
Okay. Justin, what about you?
I'm kind of like, this kind of might sound pretentious, stupid, but I feel like I'm at the point where I'm just kind of like focusing on my own comedy and not really getting into. But I could say like the reason I got into comedy, I really loved Andy Kaufman. Y'all know Andy?
Oh yeah, Andy Kaufman.
Of course, yeah.
So I kind of got into.
I could grab us from Texas.
I got into comedy to like fuck with people. So like that was what was fun for me when I first got into comedy. What's up, man? What's up? Podcasting. You want to get in? What's up, TJ?
How you doing, Pete? How you doing? You want to say anything for the podcast, man? Tell people who you are.
I'm TJ Connor from West Virginia.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
I didn't know you drove too.
Yeah.
Well, I live in Augusta now. But,
I do too, man. Like, what part of Augusta you stay in?
Fort Gordon.
Oh, you stay on the base?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, I work on the base. I'm in the Navy, so.
Well,
Your fly's open, my guy.
is it?
Yeah.
But
Is that on the podcast?
Yeah, hey, make it better.
But yeah, Andy Kaufman was a big influence because I like to fuck with the audience a lot.
Okay.
But then people wouldn't book me on shows because they were like, you ruined the fucking flow of the show. Because I did, you know. That's what that kind of does.
So you adapt on to like.
So then I started
Their
writing jokes
characteristics.
to be funny.
Well, it's like the message, like, don't be the next somebody, be the first you, you know?
Yeah.
As long as you don't get yourself bitch slapped by a professional wrestler like how Jerry King Lawler did his ass on Letterman.
That shit was funny.
Yeah. He slapped him. I don't know if it was staged or not, but all I know
staged.
it was staged. But he still got slapped by
No, he
Jerry
got
King
slapped,
Lawler.
yeah.
And Jerry King Lawler is we wasn't a little dude.
Do you remember Gypsy Joe, the wrestler?
No, I can't say I do.
He beat the shit out of me when I was like 13 years old.
Who?
Gypsy Joe, this old school wrestler.
Damn, why'd he beat you up?
Yeah, that's
He did a meet and greet, and the kids were trying to wrestle around, and he just whooped our ass. I mean,
Was he a, like, grown adult at this
yeah,
point?
he was like 97
What did he
years
just
old.
whooped y'all just for the hell of it? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, so this
He
is
said,
a
"Y'all wanna do
97-year-old
this?"
guy
Yeah.
beating up 13-year-olds.
Yeah, he said, y'all want to do this for real? Let's do it for real. And beat us up, like 3 of us.
Dude, that's crazy.
like power drive y'all and
Yeah,
that
I
shit.
feel like
Like,
that's a fair
everything, man.
fight, though.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got like
On the
3
chest.
I'm
13-year-olds
gonna text
versus
my buddy
97
who
dude.
loves, what's his name?
Gypsy Joe.
Gypsy Joe?
Yeah, what's his name? The guy that was really hardcore in ECW with the scars on his head.
I ain't really watched ECW like
New
that.
Jack or whatever.
I did theater, so this is...
I like what you said. I
He killed
did.
that guy, man.
Gypsy Joe from West Virginia.
He was, but he was big at one point.
Yeah, my buddy knows. He's obsessed with wrestling, so he'll probably
I used to be, man, but
I did during the Attitude Era, man.
exactly. That
Like,
was PG. And
yeah, it's
DX.
like the D. Oh man, you know how many times I got sent to ISS because of that shit, like the sucking shit. And I'm gonna be honest, out of the Attitude Era, and there's a bunch, but my favorite moment out of the Attitude Era is when Stone Cold Steve Austin and Booker T tore up that damn supermarket. I don't know if y'all remember
yeah,
that.
yeah,
They tore that supermarket up. That's the only time I probably was laughing at a white man was beating the shit out of a black man ass. Like, that shit had me in tears.
I'm so out of the loop here. When you said Booker T, my
Not
first
Booker T.
thing-
Washington.
That's what I was. That was
Booker
I
T.
thought.
Washington.
That was like
No.
I know
why?
Booker T.
No,
Why
not
is this
Booker
guy,
T.
like,
No, trust me, this guy was
beating
nothing
up
like
a
Booker T.
historical
Washington because he
figure?
actually has a clip on YouTube of him saying the N-word in
bunch.
reference to Hulk Hogan.
yeah.
And I don't think Booker T. Washington, the founder of Tuskegee Institute, would have said that.
If there's one thing I don't like, it's people using the N-word when they're not allowed to.
When you
I
say-
know I'm very brave.
When you say we're not allowed to, you talking about black people? If they're
No,
not
white
black?
people.
I'm talking about, you talking about they're not allowed to. But black people are the ones you talking about allowed to use.
No, I don't care. I have
Oh,
no
no,
reason to
nobody.
say
So
I'm that.
nobody,
Yeah.
nobody when they're not allowed to use.
I mean-
So what do you mean allowed to use? When is it allowable for them to use?
I just know I can't use it.
Okay, well I'm glad you know that.
Yeah.
That was the
That's
most
it.
elaborate way to say that I can't say
I don't
it.
like the N-word. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was getting scared there for a second.
Cause I didn't know he was good. He's like, I don't like people not being able. I'm like, so who are the people who can? Cause like,
I don't give a shit if you say it. I just don't like
Okay,
it
so
when
maybe
white
you just
people say
proved
it.
my point. Like black people can say it, but white people can't.
Yeah.
You just proved my point. That's what I was trying to get at.
Paul coming here.
Oh my goodness.
What's up, Paul?
That would be like an absurdist guy, like a white guy that gets mad at black people. For
I
saying
came in about 10 minutes ago, but I didn't see nobody.
No, I
Paul,
just.
everybody.
Hey, Paul. You want to speak in on the podcast, Paul?
Fine.
Is this everybody?
I think I've met you on
tonight?
McDonald's.
This is everybody that's
Oh, yeah.
performing
Yeah.
at the Sandbar tonight.
Hey,
This is everybody.
Paul speaking to like the mic,
I don't know who I'm speaking to, but hello
speaking out to the masses, Paul.
to the masses.
Was
Oh,
these
okay.
books that somebody here's wrote, or
No, that's I sell books in my shows.
Why don't you read the title of it? Give it a promotion there.
It's called the Bisexual Christian Suburban
That's
Failure.
another plug for.
Enlightened
That's who this
bipolar
episode. That's about. If you guys don't know,
Are you
that's who
bisexual?
this episode is about. You, bro.
Oh, okay.
right?
I was up to be like, me too, but
That's
it's chill.
interesting.
That's what this episode is about.
I mean, it's a fictional novel, but it's
Oh, for real?
you know, I was raised in the conservative South. It's about like being raised in the conservative South.
Yeah,
But this is like way more intense than my childhood.
yeah.
Yeah, I drew from shit in my childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do.
First chapter, he's in a mental institution. I got put in a mental institution for a while. So that's a pretty.
It sounds like along the same level. How is it? How is that like worse? You made it exaggerated? Or?
Oh yeah, I mean it's way worse than my life. I mean I was like this kid's like fuck.
I mean,
They're
given
fundamentalists, man.
given the title of them, a bisexual Christian suburban failure, lighting bipolar blues. Yeah, I can see he, especially if it take place in Alabama. I can see how he would have a lot of hardship and heartache.
Right.
Yeah, especially yeah. So that's
Yeah.
Well, just
But yeah,
reading the last sentence on the back too, you can tell like
What
you're into.
Well, tell them they can't see. The people listening
Alright,
can't see. What does the
so
last sentence say?
on the back, it says, I came out of the womb already on fire from the homophobic hell of the Southern Baptist Church. And so, like, just immediately you know you're in for, like, hell, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's real fucked up. It's funny because I'll sell them at comedy shows. Because first I'll be like, hey, my name's Justin Blackburn, I'm the author of blah, blah, blah. And people are like, and they'll think it's a joke or some shit. And they'll be like, oh my God, that's really a book? Okay, I'll buy one. And then I'll see them later and they'll be like, that wasn't funny at all. But it's not.
It's a tragedy.
There's a lot of funny. It's funny.
Would you know? But that's
it's
the
really
thing.
funny,
People
but
would
it's
think.
like real fucked up.
People would think because we comedians, they think everything we write is supposed to be humor. Shit,
Yeah.
Jordan Peele has just showed us that with all
Exactly.
his movies that I'm funny, but I can go dark
Yeah.
and be deep.
Totally.
Because Get Out, Us, and
those movies are amazing.
And then even redo Candyman, which I will not be going to see. I will not.
I'm
I
gonna
don't,
see it just
I
to
don't
see
fucking
it.
play with Candyman. No, I don't. I'm 31 years old. I have been to the Middle East and been to like Africa, by Somalia. I don't fucking play with Candyman.
I don't think he's that scary. He just has a meat hook and is made of bees. Like, if you get some honey, you'll be good.
Yeah, but you know how hard it is not to say the same word more than once, like to just limit it to one time.
Trust me, I
I'll
don't
repeat myself accidentally.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, but, like, you're not going to repeat yourself 5 times, you know?
When people did it for Beetlejuice 3 times, I mean, what's 2 more times?
Yeah, but you
for
also
him?
have to, like, look at yourself in the mirror.
Yes, so you
while
got to
you're
say it in
doing
the mirror
you
with the
know?
light off in the bathroom.
Yeah.
That and Bloody
Like,
Mary.
this guy has
Bloody
too many
Mary, yeah.
clauses, you
You
know?
already said
Like,
that
it's
once.
way too many.
Well, I ain't see it in the mirror. And
There's a mirror in here.
I ain't looking into it. But no, you said what's scary about a black man with honey.
I said
and a
man.
Oh, well, he was. I'm just saying.
Don't put
Well,
me
no,
on
no,
that
no,
one.
I'm not saying.
The
but
whole
like,
movie's about, like,
no, it's a
tension
black
there, so.
man walking through the projects in Chicago, dripping honey with bees and a meat hook. I would be scared of that. Because like, why? Because it's like.
See, I'm scared up until the bees. The bees just throws me off.
So the
you
man
know?
walking around with a meat hook that can stab you, that don't
run.
bother you. But the bees, that's
No, the bees are just like I'd be scared with like a guy walking around with like a meat hook, right?
Yeah.
Just like any guy, because he's gonna kill you. But if he just like the bees is so unnecessary, you know? Like why? Why is that a thing? Why does that need to be a thing?
That makes it twice as creepy.
Yeah, but like
So that's-
coming from a writer's perspective, you can get so much creepier stuff than just bees, you know? Like just little honeybees.
Look, if you could fucking make bees do what you want them to do.
I mean, it'd be cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but like, what
You-
if they were like
you-
wasps? You know, wasps are much more scary.
Haven't you ever watched My Girl, dude?
Yeah,
They fucked that
great
little
movie.
boy up, man.
Yeah,
Wasps did.
bees.
Well, see, the only thing I hate about wasps is them
killed
little
him.
nests they leave, and you got to
Thomas
knock
J.
them down and get rid of them.
Man.
Yeah, I
That's
love
the
that.
biggest.
I love that
That's the
movie.
worst
That was
thing
my
about
favorite
fucking
movie.
wasps. They not necessarily scary because you know to stay clear of their ass because they gonna sting you.
Yeah.
It's them damn nests you gotta
Yo,
clear out.
if I had access to just fucking shit up with bees all the time. You could just do whatever you wanted at any time. You would just walk into a place, the bees would fucking sting everybody, then you would steal everybody's money.
You'd also constantly though have to keep getting more bees because like once a bee like stings, they die. So you got to keep making the bees either like fuck or like you have to go to find like
Well, we don't have to make them do that. They'll do that naturally. That's nature. They'll do that on their own.
Yeah, but you just can fucking bring them out of thin air, right?
I mean, yes, that's scary. I just think it's unnecessary to the point of like what you're trying to do.
Yeah, but like, how annoying would it be to just get like somebody's chasing after you and you get stung by bees too?
I mean, that
that would suck.
That'd be like a little inconvenient, but I wouldn't be scared of it. Like I'd be scared of I'm scared of the hook. If the bee stung me, I'd be like, damn it, a bee stung me. Like that's the attitude I'm feeling.
I'm just wondering if they know that they would die after they fuck. Every time
they sting.
No, they sting you. Not if they fuck, they sting you.
Yeah.
No, it's
But
praying
stinging-
mantises.
Oh, that's they die if they fuck?
Now the women rip the male's head off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I was off.
And the Black Widows do that too. Like they smash it, a woman kill them, then she leave for the babies, right?
Yep.
I gotta get out of here.
Damn,
For the
I've
show.
only been here for like 7 minutes, and this conversation has went from the attitude era to bee fucking.
I don't know. We just all over the place, man. Just-
Yeah, you're a good podcast host.
Oh, I try to be, man. You know, because the thing is, when you host, you don't try to make it about you. Make it about the people that you have on.
So you live in Augusta too?
Yeah, I live in Augusta. I live in West Augusta. I live on Bobby Jones Expressway.
I work at Cabela's now, man, so I'm just right there.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I used to do a ton of shows at the, there's like a music venue in Augusta that's
Country
also
club.
a recording studio. Mad Studios, MAAD.
Downtown.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Like, yeah, but
Catherine the Great.
I don't know any of the
poet,
people.
though.
I don't know any of the people, but I know
haven't
the
done
places.
any shows in Augusta yet.
Oh.
You gotta do Fox's Lair, bro.
I just went there with Don Garrett about 3 weeks ago.
Did you perform? Oh, you know,
Nah,
John?
yeah, I've been
Yeah, you got to do Fox Lair
Where were you
pretty good.
before that?
West Virginia,
How was West Virginia's comedy scene?
driving everywhere, not like anywhere else.
Driving
Driving to different states mostly.
That's kind of like Augusta. That's kind of like
Asheville.
Did you do it in North Carolina?
I've done a few in North Carolina.
That's where I'm from. Like that's those are good shows.
Asheville's got a great
But I mean, that's how I did with us. Augusta, we either got to go to Atlanta, we got to go to Charlotte, or Savannah.
Well, have you did Jokers yet?
Is that
I've done Jokers like a couple of times. I haven't done any of their shows recently because. Have you done Jokers?
No.
Well,
What is Jokers?
Jokers is like it's a urban comedy club in Augusta, but they real particular about who they want. Usually they get a lot
I was thinking that.
They usually get a lot of out of towners.
Yeah.
They get a lot of out of towners. I got a lot of friends from Atlanta that go over there and perform a lot, and I couldn't really go catch them or like guest spot on their shows because I work in me being in the military. My schedule is kind of conflicts. I would work nights whenever they come, but it's like it's like real urban. They do more a lot of out of towners. I don't know why they don't. I don't know what it is, but for some reason I don't really see them doing a lot of locals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and ever since I've left West Virginia, I found myself driving back from Augusta to do more shows than when I was in West Virginia.
Yeah. That's how it is when you're there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not just West Virginia, just anywhere. You're there.
Yeah.
People don't see you as a hot commodity, like, oh, you're local. And then when you go away and they see you doing stuff away, oh, can you come back and do this? Well, damn, when I was living there,
Yeah.
y'all didn't want to do a damn thing with me.
Yeah.
So,
But that's how it is, man.
oh, yeah.
I made my way out to California and everything this year, man.
Oh, you did?
was rough.
What part of California? LA? Like,
I went to Los Angeles, but I was there for one night, but I'm not used to that kind of traffic.
oh, yeah, that's traffic.
And I just could not figure out if I was to do this show, I couldn't make it to this show, and
Yeah, I be stationed in San Diego, so I used to go to LA a lot of times, man.
yeah,
LA, I thought Atlanta was bad. LA traffic is Atlanta on crack, man.
yeah. So where are you from?
Well, I'm from Greer, South Carolina, but I live in Asheville, North Carolina. I lived there for about.
I've heard, like you talking
I
about.
see it.
I've heard
Yeah.
the scene there was beautiful.
It is.
Yeah,
great.
I've heard it was
Great
beautiful
scene.
there.
We got like you talking about the scene, like
Comedy scene.
the comedy scene.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess.
No, we got like a great Wednesday night. We got like an open mic pretty much every night. There's this awesome person named Melissa, Model Face. She's on Instagram.
Yeah.
She books like a headliner.
Okay.
Like 3 nights a week. So we got like everybody coming in.
And the music is good there too. Cause I had a
Oh,
friend
yeah,
of mine. He
tons of
drove up
music.
there for a music festival not too long
Yeah,
ago.
everybody wants to play there. So like
Okay.
a lot of people like Asheville. So like pretty much the Orange Pill's there.
All right.
That's a really great venue. I got to do a show there 2 weeks ago. It was pretty awesome.
And most of my comic friends are out of Charlotte, though.
Who's your Charlotte friends?
Well, he's not from Charlotte, but did a lot down there. There's Sean Murphy.
I know the name.
Sean Murphy, Kevin Duffy. Tim Kidd does a lot down there.
I know Tim Kidd.
He was my first show I ever did, ever. And I just did a show with him. I haven't seen him in 3 years. I did another show with him about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he used to do in Greenville. He used to do this place called the Gathering Spot.
Yeah.
My buddy Nick Shaheen. Nick Shaheen used to book a lot. I don't know if y'all know him. He booked all the time, but he quit. He moved to Atlanta and quit comedy.
He moved to Atlanta and quit comedy.
So
Yeah.
you're doing comedy in Atlanta now, too?
Whenever I can get down there. I haven't been down there since I've been down there a couple times. I've been back from deployment, but military, man, my schedule constantly changed.
Yeah.
So,
I'd like to make it to Atlanta, man. I ain't been.
oh no, Atlanta, like, man,
Atlanta's got an amazing scene.
amazing scene because you can
Yeah.
go do a
Bunch of open
urban
mic,
slash
yeah.
hood room. You can go do a stoner room. You can do a damn college room. You can do a hipster room. You can do all that in one night. And with that being said, y'all, we're about to get up out of here, man. They about to start this show, so y'all already know all my contact information. I say it on the rest of the episodes. I like to thank all these men for being here on this stuff.
Hey, thank you for having me.
No worries, Justin.
Thanks for having me.
No worries, Grant.
My buddy said,
TJ. Donovan,
Gypsy
that's him.
Joe's a deep cut.
Donovan, that's him. Y'all here on the in the back.
He was known for fighting everybody and being great.
So that's the DJ doing his thing. So man, y'all be calm, stay cool, and get paid. There's some food talk for your ass.